everybody and welcome. I thought I'd just pop into the group and say good day and give you a bit of an update on what's been happening for me in regards to the teaching we did with Anxiety with Attitude Part 2. One of the main things for me to come out of it was to use the affirmation that I am valued. That took a lot for me to comprehend, especially when life around me hasn't necessarily shown me that I have value. It's a tricky one because it takes a lot of courage to step out and start saying or believing for yourself that you have value. For me especially, I spent the week not very well still, so I found myself looking around my space, which is what one of the articles suggests, to look around you and see what there is there in your space that is of value, how you value it, and also what value it has to you. And then I found myself, as I looked around, giving thanks for what I do have and recognizing the value that it has for me. It probably wouldn't have much value for anyone else, but for my particular journey, it does. The things around me do have value because they are the things that I've kept through many house moves. They are the things that actually put value back into my life as well, especially books. I have a lot of books around me and they add value to my life. Not just information, they add value via the information in that I can continue to become a better version of me. Now, one particular time I was lying in bed thinking about value and what it would mean to me, and my eldest son came in, sat down. I have a chair in my room, and we were talking away in particular about his dad. All of a sudden, because I'm in a really good space in my own life and I have a partner in my life, I was able to see that in the past my thoughts and my feelings towards his dad were filled with hate, and that hate that I'd held on to both in my mind and my heart had created bitterness towards his dad. Now, I found it interesting because all of a sudden all the emotions around that hate and bitterness came up, and when things like that happen, it's important that you do let yourself cry, and because it comes from deep within. It's not a shallow head-felt cry. It comes from deep within because you've had to hold on to, well, I certainly did had to hold on to all of that information for a very long time. So for a long time, with that information not being in my conscious mind, I went about life. I taught my children that they would always love their dad no matter how he behaved, and they could recognise that his behaviour wasn't healthy. I had to interact with their father in an adult manner, and I had to continue on raising the kids in an adult manner. I think for a lot of those reasons, it wasn't time for me to acknowledge how I felt towards their dad. The other side of this is I've also been through times when I've been able to acknowledge that I loved their father. And the hardest thing I did was leave because it was the end of a dream for me. I never wanted to be divorced. I don't think any of us ever want to be divorced. But I had to make a choice that I either had the courage to leave and let my kids know a better way of life, a better way to do life, or stay simply because I couldn't face the fact that I'd made a mistake in who I'd married. It's been a long journey. So I primarily come on here to tell you this because these things can come up for you too. When you're doing things that are positive affirmations in your life and you're reaching into the core part of you with saying I am, it's very powerful, I am. You're going to be able to recognise that you've had to put up with a lot of garbage in the past just to get by. One of the things that happens after you cry, this gut-wrenching cry, is either journal it all down or have somebody that you can talk to, share with, but also the physical side comes into it where you must remember to drink plenty of water and you will need rest. Okay, you will be tired and you will need rest. There's not much you can do about that because it's the physical side, because you've held on to it for so long, your body is tired. I just want to leave you with that, and I hope it inspires you to keep going with I am valued, to recognise your thoughts when they're saying things about yourself other than when you are valued, taking you into the negative, which isn't the truth. The truth is you are really valued and you're valuable. We are all needed here, whether we like it or not, whether it's hard or not, and it is hard and it can be hard. We are all needed here to help each other get through the tough times and enjoy the good times. I will be back with Anxiety with Attitude Part 3. Please leave your thoughts below if you want to. Share. I hope you've had a good week. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.